of it. Loser will be, I say going home, they're all at home. Switching off the console. Essentially, GP versus content starting on Lilac Cruise, our first showing of Lilac in this event so far.
Yeah. I'll have to see how it goes. I know, as I say, I know GP likes this stage a lot, especially for Ike. Now, as I say, we would have had winners semis on, but Sabi just kind of disappeared, but he reappeared literally right after I added GP in content, so that was pretty funny. But it doesn't matter now, these two are playing, and we're going to stick with that.
Yeah, and already quite a sizable lead for content here. What we were seeing earlier on in that, oh my goodness, he just wall jumped off the bottom. I wasn't aware Villager could do that.
Had no idea you could do that.
But yeah, the slight slants on the edges probably going to play into content's game plan quite well. You know, you can throw out these projectiles and you've got a little bit less room to sort of jump over and try and make your way in.
Yeah.
But again, you know, GP having played this match 1,001 times, despite losing that first stop, you know, he's going to be very much aware of, you know, being able to mix up how he gets around the projectiles. Going to be, you know, looking out for sort of, you know, if he throws out a Lloyd, what does content read afterwards and all that good stuff. So, just armoring through that Lloyd there, unfortunately not getting quite all the hits onto content. And, you know, despite the fact content's at 65, one solid read is going to take the stock. And GP has been showing time and time again, you know, in that X-Curse set, you know, he's willing to go for that hard read. And
yeah,
right now, it doesn't.
He's definitely kind of crazy. It has to be said. He's mental. I mean, that's the thing with Ike players as well. Is as soon as they like sniff out an opportunity to forward smash you, you know they're going for that forward smash.
Yeah, and I love that up B coming out from GP, utilizing the armor on that move, knowing that, you know, Bowling Ball has a deceptively low amount of end lag, and content just hitting another button and hoping for the best, and GP just getting damage off of it. And you dared! Oh my god, dead twice over, my goodness.
Ether's a good move now. Oh my god, please stop it. I was getting nervous.
There's the reason the bowling alleys are still shut, friends. Yeah, you can see content sort of going for that, reading that roll in, but GP not quite giving it to him. 36-53.
Oh my god! At 60! Oh my god, man, I've never seen... GP is insane. I think content was just too satisfied with just kind of like him being allowed back to the stage by like everyone he's played so far. So GP was like, no, let me show you why you need to be nervous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like throwing that Lloyd out is quite a common thing that villagers tend to do.
Yeah.
You know, in those situations. And GP just sort of also, like, you know, you got the lead, you're comfortable, and you're at 50%. You're not going to try to anything soon.
Of course, yeah, but nice up smash there. GP not with a huge lead, to be honest. I mean, the amount of damage that content has got off some of his strings as well, he can make up this 30% in pretty much no time flat. Ooh, yeah, okay, that was a weird little exchange, but we take it.
Yeah, I don't think GP was quite expecting that parry to work out and sort of just going for the spot dodge instead. But, you know, GP having the first substantial lead of the set here, doing a really, really good job of sort of keeping up that pressure on content to the extent where, you know, it's got to be think really carefully.
Yeah, he's really, for the most part, he's not giving content any space at all. And like Villager is literally designed as like a zoney type character, so he doesn't really have that many kind of CQC options. And GP's kind of taking advantage of that and getting in on him pretty well. But just as I say that, he kind of gets chucked off stage for it, so he's got to be a bit more careful.
Yeah, we see content, you know, sort of planting the tree and then just going straight in for GP and not quite managing.
I really like these high edge guards that he's going for as well. You see how GP, like, he knows that GP wants to quick draw, ideally, to get back to the stage, so he's throwing out all these little slingshots to keep GP, like, away from, like, at least like, rack on a bit of damage. Might not necessarily always stop him from recovering, but he's at least doing, like, extra bits of damage that will add up later.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's sort of a no-risk way of racking up that damage and keeping GP honest.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're seeing, you know, content knowing how early he died in that second stock, really keeping this situation, playing it very delicately here.
Content's got to be careful. He could die to a, you know, just a forward air or a back air or something like that. Maybe even a nair at this percent. Or that works too. Still alive though. Oh, careful how deep you go. Oh no, the balloons are gonna get popped. Never mind, he drops it way, like, very early. Ah! Oh, we got the up smash.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
good
cool.
punish. Very good punish.
Excellent stuff.
Good stuff from Content taking game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Content doing a really, really good job at, keeping his composure in those scary moments. There were a couple of moments like that Aether nearly killing, like, him charging that eruption at ledge, managing to delay it just a little bit. And then, taking the moment, not running into the Aether and up smashing as a punish. Just solid stuff. A real, a really good composure that Content is displaying right now.
Yeah, that was definitely a big thing. That the chat said that as well. The composure that he wasn't thrown off by it. He was just like, okay, I'm just gonna walk forward and up smash you.
And that's the thing. Sometimes it feels like, particularly against an opponent like GP, and again, with the set count being heavily skewed in GP's favor, the fact that Content is showing this level of confidence, showing this level of composure, is just, he's here to play, and he is here to win as well.
He's here to win for sure. Yeah, he definitely wants that W in his books. It's good for him as well, because Content, taking game 1 must be so big for his mentality as well, because Content, as I say, struggled with GP quite a lot. And last time they played at a Smash at Miz's, it was actually a 6-0 to GP. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was grand finals, and GP came in from loser side, and he won over Content 6-0. So even this game on the board for Content must do big things for his confidence and his mentality at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And even, the winner set against Rambos, Content, even though he didn't get the win, it was still like, number 1 seed of the tournament, and you took them all the way to game 5. So Content has got to be feeling themselves right now.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice to see. And again, just this decent lead being built up straight away, calling out GP's approaching aerials and just...
Yeah, this barrage is so hard for Ike to deal with. He definitely went to this stage because it's quite a bit smaller. He doesn't have to worry so much about the, about getting in on Content. But Content, like, saying, no, you know what, I want you to get on me because it means I can hit you with Lloyd rocket mix-ups.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see, like, Content sort of covered both options there. Sort of like, putting that tree in the way in case he quick draw quite low. But then, was ready to sort of be in center stage. Keep up that pressure. All not quite working out. The Aether, you gotta be careful. Well, that's gonna start killing soon, particularly if you're
by the ledge here. That's gonna kill. Like, oh, I think he was expecting the Lloyd rocket or the slingshot there, because Content goes for a lot of ledge hop slingshot. Oh, ledge hop slingshot. That's a really funny word to say. But I think GP was definitely expecting that. That's why I went for the counter there to kind of get Content to a worse position. But I feel like when he's reading that, you should maybe just forward air instead, because I feel like that kind of out prioritizes it anyway. Not 100% sure though.
It was really, really good of Content sort of dropping the jab at the moment that he did. Knowing that, like, he'd gone over the 11 hits and GP could roll through, he sort of managed to avoid that punish by getting a shield at the time. But, oh,
I love it. He's still alive, though. Yeah, he's going to say he was high up enough to where he can still ether his way back.
Yeah, and I think Content had sort of committed a little bit too much to the tree punish there in order to catch the Aether, whereas if he was on that, maybe that, that middle platform, or rather the left-hand platform, would have been a lot better. And I'm loving this. So Content is now really adapting to sort of being able to cover all of these options that GP might go for on the recovery. Using that Lord Rocket to catch the high one and then going for that up smash to try and catch him. But again, GP knowing this character so well, being able to have all these tiny little mix-ups and look at the patience from GP, just waiting for Content, almost saying like, are you done yet? Can we carry on?
Okay, right. See, this is kind of scary now, because you're starting to give Ike rage at this point. Every percent that he takes where he could have been dead, he gets more and more rage. And rage Ike is not something you want to deal with in this patch, because he has not only that dash attack, but he also has Aether. Ooh. Gets caught by the Lloyd. I didn't even know what happened for a sec. I was so confused.
I don't know. I would love to think that was intentional, but the fact that he sort of like reversed the Aether as well, and just sort of got hit into that Lloyd rocket. That up smash was a bit optimistic, but not quite working out just yet.
The Content's making this look really good, though.
Yeah, and we're seeing GP roll behind Content a lot. I've noticed him do that maybe 2 or 3 times. I'm wondering whether Content is going to be picking up on that and is sort of waiting for the perfect moment to punish that habit.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh no, he just goes straight into it. What was that all about? Content dances on him as well.
My goodness. Just hold the bowling ball. Just held it. Oh.
Alright, so apparently the stream froze literally right as he got that forward smash. I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, I think it froze on my stream as well. No, it froze on the kill frame, so it was absolutely perfect timing.
No.
I love that. I love that.
That's crazy.
No fear. Content showing absolutely no fear. Just being like, yeah, bowling time, here you go. I'm rolling a strike. Get out of it.
And to be fair on GP, he also showed no fear, but that was kind of to his detriment in that instance.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, in the game of chicken, the bowling ball beats the sword, apparently.
Yeah.
So, 2-0 to Content. This is a pretty, you know, I mean, he's just playing so well. Like, this is
significant for sure.
Yeah, and like you said earlier on, you know, the last time these two played, it was a 6-0 in GP's favor, all the way from loser's side of Grands. And for Content to just sort of get this 3-0, like, it would mean the world to him and give him that confidence going into losers quarters.
Yeah, I definitely think that it helps that Content has been grinding this game pretty much non-stop for like the past 4 or 5 days. Like, he's had an arena open for like 3 or 4 hours every day. He's been playing a lot of different people, getting ready for this kind of situation. In GP, bless him, I don't think he's had time to really be grinding for it. And so it kind of goes to show you that the work, if you put in the work, it will work out for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if you want to get good at pretty much any sort of skill or practice, like, you know, you do have to put in the time.
Yep.
Not to say that GP hasn't put in the time over the years, but, you know, that 4 or 5 day grind is definitely paying off dividends right now for Content. And again, it's similar start to the first 2 games. Content sort of taking a small lead and just growing it and growing it and growing it.
Yeah. It's definitely looking kind of rough for GP, because look, the way that Content is parrying these nairs as well, he's so sick.
Yeah, like, it's one of those options where, like, it's such a risky thing to go for because of obviously the crazy conversion that Ike can get, particularly at that lower percent.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you can consistently parry that Ike nair, you can get so much off of it. And it makes what is normally quite a safe option in neutral actually not a great option.
Yeah, it can kind of depend, because if GP is kind of landing on top of you, like if he's double jumping and landing on top of you with it, then yeah, like if you parry it, he's in trouble. But if he's kind of doing the normal thing, which is kind of jumping or fading back with it, it can still be a fairly nice option for Ike. Even if you parry it, you can't do much. But GP is doing a lot of double jump fast fall nair, and it's just not really working out, especially when Content has got the parry timing down pretty much to a T, it looks like at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Content can afford to play this little bit more evasive style, throwing out these projectiles, not having to commit too much. We know Content. We know that was I've never seen that before. That was cute. Content really, you know, he does enjoy going in. He does enjoy playing that defensive style, but knowing that he doesn't have to,
yeah,
you know, make all the difference. But that was, you know, solid back air from GP taking that stock. And the bowling ball.
Bowling ball again. Oh no! Oh, I think he was just giving up. I think that's sad.
No, yeah.
Unfortunate, but that means the 3-0 for Content at least. I think GP's hands were starting to hurt a bit too much because obviously he burnt them early.